Welcome to My Visual Existentialism on The Mandalorian Episode 15, Things Go Wrong. And boy, did they go wrong this episode. So it seems like the whole point of this episode was just to kind of build and develop characters even more than they have before. For one of the biggest complaints that I've read so far is just that there were way too many filler episodes in Season 1, but I had a strong theory that these were not just filler episodes, but were actually building towards a story. You just needed time for it to pay off, and it finally did in this one with the reintroduction of Fennec, who, if you remember, they were on that desert planet with two suns. And, yeah, she died. That just seemed like a filler episode. He just landed on a planet to help someone random, but no, it came back, and it was good that it came back. I don't think that there's any way the ship can be fixed this time. Woo! Yeah, that was pretty bad. But apart from that, there was a lot of really interesting things going on visually in this episode. First of all, they started the episode right with reinforcing the idea of that little knob that Grogu seems to be so enamored with, and basically having him grab the ball from him. And then this compiled with the fact that Mando, for some reason, kept going into the energy force field despite him knowing very well that nothing was going to happen. The entire time he was just like, it just, yeah, man, you weren't going to get through. But anyway, I think that these two together are kind of hinting at the future that Mando is never ever going to give up on Grogu, no matter what. And him giving him that little ball, him actually just training with him, I think is a pretty good indication that we're going to see Mando training the young Grogu into becoming a Jedi. As I'm getting a little bit more into Rebels, it seems like who can and can't become a Jedi is really just irrelevant, and that the Mandalorians are actually fairly badass trainers, so I think there'll be a lot of opportunities for Grogu to really grow. It's obvious that no matter what happens, there is no giving up on Grogu for Mando, no matter how hard he tries. And yeah, he's not trying to give up. So also, the way that things formed around Grogu that kept him separated from Mando this episode. First, it was that blue energy field that he had while he was in his little lotus pose. Oh, vibing. Whatever. Yeah. But then afterwards, all the Dark Stormtroopers that literally encircled him and now are also physically keeping him away from Mando. I think that was a very interesting visualization as to the kind of problems that have been arising throughout the whole series, where it just really seems like the things around Grogu that, what people want from him are trying to always act to keep him away from Mando, and Mando is never going to give up on these things. Having never really watched the other Star Wars before and really starting off on Mandalorian, wow. Boba Fett was a complete badass. Like, there was the time before he got his armor and then the time afterwards, and even then they were both terrifying. But with his armor, he managed to do the thing that Mando always does, which just get the shit beat out of him. It seems almost every episode. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get the shit beat out of me. And look, here's one weapon that'll take everyone out. Cool. We've done it, team. Good job. So it was really cool, I guess, to see more Mandalorians being really badass. And I actually just finished the episode of Rebels where Ren goes back and sees her mom and everything. It's like, wow, dude, Mandalorians. Well, I mean, and earlier this season. But yeah, no, Mandos know how to fight. I know why they're feared throughout the galaxy, and some of the most vicious bounty hunters. That is, wow. Once again, the choreography killed it. Amazing with that stuff. Wow. I really got to look up who the choreographer for these things are, because they're just phenomenal this episode. Also, to just further support this whole idea of like a Mandalorian Jedi that may be more neutral, I discovered this thing called the Gray Jedis, and it seems like Grogu because Grogu still cares about things, right, and is very passionate about other people, but he, doesn't really care too much about the whole Jedi thing and the whole Sith thing. So I really do think that him using the Force, or even though he's using the dark side, it's not necessarily going to make him stick to being a dark side user, as something that we've kind of been conditioned to think from the Star Wars thing, you're either Jedi or Sith. But no, there's a middle ground, and I think with Mandalorian, he's going to find it. He might be the next Mandalorian Jedi. There was another one apparently in the past, and that's where the dark saber that we have seen comes up. So I don't know. That is what I'm thinking. It's hinting at all of that at the end of the episode when Gus Fring not Gus Fring, but I heard myself say that and I still said it anyway. Whew. But yeah, anyway, when Gus Fring shows him the darksaber and he's like, not for you, not yet. The darksaber has obviously a lot of feelings over Mandalore and everything, but it was originally created by a dark Jedi. So who knows? There's a lot in this episode that, again, I think was not filler at all, and that's great. I could definitely see how some people might think that it is filler, but with 2 episodes left, I wonder where they're going to take this. What are going to be the next steps after this? What kind of cliffhangers are they going to leave us with, waiting for the new season? Oh, one other thing also, the way that Mando flies in with the jetpack to put Grogu there, and then the way that the Dark Stormtroopers take him away on that, it's just kind of like this, oh, now you're going to your other dad. Visually very, very similar. So I don't. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to go? Anyway, thank you for watching. This is a shorter one, but I'm pretty sure that more things will happen as more goes on. If you like the video, do the thumbs up. If you hated it, do a thumbs down, probably. Not sure. I don't know. Subscribe or something. More coming out this week as I get more accustomed to trying to do this. Yeah. Thanks.